real quick. How many people here want to be successful? Everybody. Okay. How many people want to be a millionaire? Everybody. How many people play sports? Athletes. All right. How many want to play basketball? NBA. College. College. All right. How many want to go to college? Show of hands. All right. The thing that you have to realize is everything that you want. I'm 31 years old and I want the same thing even now, outside of college and MBA. How are you going to beat out every one of us who are grown adults who want the same thing you want? We educated, we have the same knowledge base, but we got a better work ethic and more experience. So by the time you turn 18, how are you going to beat me out for what you want? How are you going to be successful if I want to be successful? Come on, talk to me. How are you going to beat out an adult who wants to be a millionaire? There's only so many opportunities. There's only so much that you can accomplish. You got to have something in you that beats somebody out. What's my difference? My difference was tapping into, I think that there are no special people in the world. There are people who early in their life tap into their talent. If you look back and watch Beyonce, Kobe Bryant, any athlete, you'll see pictures of them when they were little kids doing what they now do for a living. It is not too early for you to figure out what you want to do. If you think that you need to wait until you're my age, then you're missing it. You understand what I'm telling you? If you can figure out right now, what is the thing that I'm good at? What am I interested in? I'm not talking about sitting around on social media. I want it too, not sitting around on TV. But if you can tap into it, there's no special people. All we figure out is what we want to do, and we do it for a lifetime. We tap into it. About my story is about 25. I was down to $11.37. Trying to figure out with multiple houses, how do I get myself back up to where I used to be? That was my story. And the thing that I figured out was my passion. I know you hear it all the time. People tell you follow your passion. You're like, yeah, all right. Yeah, right. What is that going to do? It's not just following your passion. It's figuring out what are you good at? What do you like? What are you excited about? Like, what gets you excited? I understand you here. You have to come to school. You're on borrowed time right now. You don't have no bills. You don't have to worry about where you live. You don't have to worry about how you're going to get to school. You don't have to worry about the clothes on your back. You're on borrowed time. Somebody else is paying for everything you do. But what you going to do when you get in real time? Where everything is about something. I'm talking about real time. Everything costs, everything, gas costs. You don't have to sit around and worry about gas. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you all, you've got to tap into it now. Like, why can't y'all create the next Facebook? I'm getting bored with it. Why can't you create the next thing that's going to be big? I want you to realize that the same way that I was at an early age able to have some things that I experienced, I'm not even talking about me. You can experience something so much bigger than what we ever could imagine. So let me break this down to you. How many people, if I said I want to give you $2,400 every day, but you got to spend it. You got to spend it. You can't carry it over to tomorrow. You'll want it. Every single day you get $2,400. Only 2 people. Every single day, $2,400. Everybody. $2,400. You can't keep it. You got to spend it. You got to spend it, and every day you get another $2,400. Has to be spent. You say there's no point if you can't keep it. So you don't want to help your mama. You won't give it to nobody else. If I gave you $2,400, you're like, there's no point. What's the point of it? But you can't carry it over. You got to figure out how much you're gonna keep for yourself, how much you're gonna give to other people. You help communities, all right. Huh? The mall. 7 days. How many of those? You said out of 7 days, $2,400 every day. How many days would you keep for yourself? All of them. All 7. All right. Let me break this down to you. I'm an author of a book called Win the Day. The principle is this. You get 24 hours in a day. Every hour is worth $100. Every single hour. That's $2,400 a day. And you decide what you do with it. That's what changed my life. When I told you I went down to $11.37, I made a decision, October 10, 2010, that every single day that I would invest 2 hours and $240 back into myself. That was my minimum. Out of $2,400, time is money. I wasn't talking on the phone with friends. I was not hanging out. I made a decision that every day I'm worth $240. What if you made every hour of your day worth $100? The whole day is worth $2,400. Is your schoolwork worth $50? No, that don't happen. Is your grades worth $50? That's what I'm telling you. That there are no special people. There are those who have tapped into their talent and they believe and invested in themselves. You're gonna hit a defining moment. Yeah, every one of you gonna hit a defining moment. You think you have forever. You are going to hit a defining moment that you gotta figure out. Before you figure out what you do, figure out who you are. Okay, football. You know how many people in the whole world are trying to do the exact thing you want to do? How are you going to beat them out? How are you going to outwork everybody else? I'm not the only person in the world who wrote a book. I'm not the only person in the world that's a public speaker. I'm not the only person in the world. What makes me different is because I believe that I can outwork anybody. My pain threshold, I played basketball with a torn ACL and MCL and played over 40 basketball games and won MVP. My pain threshold, I use the same thing. I can't play sports no more, but I'm still competitive. I don't want nobody to beat me. I don't want nobody to be better than me. I don't want nobody to outdo me in nothing. There is no way I can come to any room and not want to be the best that I am. That's what I'm telling you. Everything that you want, other people want. What's going to make you better than them? What makes you different? You want a full scholarship to go to college. Think other people don't want that? See, like, that's what I'm telling you all. You got to figure it out early. You got to figure it out early and figure out how much you worth. We just going to sit back and chill? We just going to relax? It'll happen when it happens. I'm telling you, life speeds itself up. You don't borrow time right now. So I need y'all. I'm not being selfish. I don't have no kids yet. I'm 31. My kid needs a role model. My kid needs somebody that inspires them. My kid will not be interested in LeBron James 20 years from now. Which one of y'all gonna be his inspiration?